I just woke up. Hi, I'm Miguel Macabulos. I am the project manager of Millennium Film Studio. Now, as the role of a project manager is all about guiding your coworkers into achieving that project. As I think this role is also, a leader or something that take charge of everything. So mostly you have to guide them into what's going to do here, what's the next going, or just giving them the tasks. I think basically what I'm doing. So, just saying saying what they need to do in order to progress this project. And I know, as someone as a project manager, the role wasn't supposed to be, like mine. It's not the one I picked first, because in my in my thoughts, I don't really want to be the one to blame when everything goes wrong. Basically that's what in the back of my mind, like what if something goes wrong, or like I don't want to be to carry all of it. But as we progress from this project, it kind of becomes my role. It kind of like just put itself. I don't know. It's like automatic. So basically that's the role. I'm the one taking charge of everything, so I'm checking on everything. So what's going on here? What's going on there? You need to do this. We need to revise. That's project management. So I think because the game or project Lola Sutong Bahay was initially my idea, so I think it kind of like pointed me to be the project manager because it was like the first thought of me. So I think as the one who came up with the idea, I just think that okay, so I think I can do this. So kind of like do this. So our project Lola Sutong Bahay was initially came from my idea. It was a long time ago. Okay, picture this. First day as your third year, and you have a subject called research, and it's not gonna be small, it's gonna be big. So first day, and then you're thinking, okay, this is not just a subject. And then boom, you got to Sir asked us to make a 3 title proposal with a limited content that you could use. So basically, I didn't nail it. A lot of my ideas were bad, and it got declined. So I was like, okay, I need to take something big or something like not just any other. So I think I remember having the idea of Lola Sutong Bahay when I was with my best friend. I was with my friend in a car, and we were like chit-chatting. She was talking to me, and I think my mind just flew away into thinking, overthinking, what game should I come up with, and then it just popped up in my head. Wait, how about a cooking game, but instead of just any other food, it's all about traditional Filipino food. So it's representing Filipino food. And she said, write that down, and then I did. Write that down. Write that down. I write it into the title proposal, and it's like I think I got 2 proposals that were accepted. I forgot about the other one, but the second one was Lola Sutong Bahay. Even when we proposed our title, it wasn't really Lola Sutong Bahay. And the idea of Lola Sutong Bahay wasn't supposed to be Lola. It's supposed to be, I think it's Nena or something like my mom, but it didn't really sit right with me. I think I kind of revised it into, okay, how about Lola? And oh, because my grandma is also, I think growing up, my grandma was the one who was kind of like cooking for us, especially when my mom is busy. So my grandmother always cooks sometimes, and she always loves to bake. She has this cookbook which is really old, and I can't understand what it says, because when she was like asking me to basahin mo nga tong cookbook, I just, what? It's cursive and it's old. So that's basically like the run of the idea of how we created Lola sa Bahay. But it really took a long process. It's not just 3 steps, or it's not just one thing. So it really is a kind of like a lot of steps of development before we got here. So yeah, we proposed title, we did research, we had a goal of revitalizing, and then after that we did it into our capstone one, which is start our development. So with me as like the one who had the idea of it, I was the one who also basically conceptualizes the whole, or just like arrange it. The conceptualization was kind of my idea, so it was my thing. So I was not doing it. The characters, me and Jaden had worked with it, so shout out to her. Okay. But the characters that we have today, it's not also the final look. So they went from like a different look. Back then, the eyes weren't supposed to be there, but basically it's like similar. But we changed it the whole, because in the process there's also revisions or changes. So our game really make or did a lot of changes. I think the challenges in creating this project is first the time. Having a lot of subjects back then was really hard to focus on, because you have to work on this game and then you have other subjects, and then you don't know what to do first. Okay? It's hard. That's why it's a slow progress. So you have to really manage it. You have to really have good time management, and I don't have that. I sleep, I rest. But then you really have to be focused and determined and passionate about it in order to progress it. And thankfully, I have my group members with me. Shout out to Jaden, to RJ, Nathaniel, and Lucky for being there for each other, just being there to help us progress in this project. It's really good. I think the next one is money. You really need money. You really need a lot of funds with it, and especially from us, we're broke. We got no money. Just kidding. Yeah, money is really something you need, because you need printings, tarpaulins, merchandise. That's on our own pocket, and just trips, because when presenting papers, when you're giving out papers, when you're testing out games, you need them. You really need a lot of sponsors. So, and I suggest you get one, because we don't have one. I think the third one is workforce. Yeah. Having 5 members in a studio really has a struggle, because creating a game is not easy. It's not just 1, 2, 3. It's a lot of progress. It's a lot of you need to know the pipeline, you need the progress of it. So having 5 members, you really need a lot of tasks in just one. Especially I'm the one conceptualizing, I'm on the art, I'm the one who's organizing, and then Nathaniel is developing. Well, developing is a big thing, so we kind of like leave into that, which is such a good guy. Look at that. Wow. And then RJ is the one who's also somehow helping the asset and the sound. OST really is one thing. The OST and the music, which is an important of the game. So he really nailed that. I'm really thankful that we have members who have We're very talented members. We are very talented and really deserve it. So sometimes, even if I didn't ask, they were just like, okay, I'm making the music, okay, wow. And then that is just, I'm making the development. And Lucky is creating the asset and helping us with the papers um, so into making our game works and being approved. So thanks. And Jaden is with the art. Yeah, I think workforce, you really need that. So you need to be focused and just uh, have a lot of tasks. You need to know a lot. So really key. How many? 4? I think time management, we have money, we have workforce, communication. That's really important thing when creating because you need to talk well, you need to understand and able to understand it in order to make it work because online isn't just working, okay? It's not easy. We have a lot of things to do and sometimes our schedule isn't like matching up. So sometimes when I'm asking this, they'll send it later. Sometimes when I'm asking this, I'll send it later. But you really need to be patient and just to be understanding because you know we have a lot of schedule for students. So patience. Yeah, I think that's really like the key. Mostly is communication. You need to talk well because yeah, and you know you need to let people understand what you're saying. You're not just supposed to like understand it by yourself, but to let other people understand it. So being a project manager of an studio, just being in this studio overall is such a wonderful experience that I didn't know it would be because at first I didn't know I would be the project manager. When we were said this for like second year, third year, I thought I'm just gonna have a small role. I thought I'm just gonna be art or something, and then we're proposed to have this title, and then my title got approved, and then flashback to when we were defending it, and then till now, I'm not sure. Like at first, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have this art role, and then someone's gonna leave, and then but no, you know, even in starting the capstone project when we were organizing role, I didn't pick the project manager because I was worried because what if I get put to blame on this or I was not sure if I could guide them or if I'm gonna have good ideas. Am I gonna be helpful? But no, you know, it really did. It released something in me that I didn't even know I had. And you know, seeing as a project manager is really, you know, something to be proud of, you know, for myself. Because honestly, most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, what? And then something just hit me and I'm just gonna do this. I think you're gonna do that. That's good. And then later, you know, I'm leading them. You know, I'm giving them ideas. I'm teaching them and they're teaching me. And being in an influence studio is, you know, having such a lot of responsibilities, but it's great to see because you really don't need to be complex about it. Like you need to be not just a leader, but as a friend, you need to be as someone who's not a boss. You really need to have an open mind and everything because I remember that when I was guiding them, doing this, and I just had to put my trust on them to say like, okay, you can do this on what you think is good. You know, I trust you, and then it turned out that it's good. You know, especially when I entrust Jaden with the game intro animation, and it was fire. Okay, that was good. You know, having to put trust on people that at first you didn't know, into meeting them, being friends, is something of a different experience because it's not just seeing yourself growing in the studio, but seeing them, you know, as the project manager, like seeing them grow into really shy and introverted people into someone who can speak in front of people, you know. Something of a great feeling for myself and for us, because we really didn't expect this. Because this project was supposed to be like a project, and then it turned out to be something that could be more. And I hope that it could be more. Seeing a lot of people have interest in it was an expectation that I really didn't remember or accept it. Um, so I hope that this game would be even more. It would grow. It would not just be a project. It was something that we would work on to, or something that we hoped. So yeah, please support our studio, Millennium Flame Studio, and please support our game, Lola Sutong Bahay, which will be out very soon. And also, please support our videos that will be coming soon. And follow our social media. Millennium Flame Studio, we have on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok too. Oh, please have your YouTube channel, Millennium Flame Studio. So I think that's all. Bye!